Hello, Internet. Um, Gonna be doing a bit of a different video. Not really, just in like the presentation, same format where I'm just talking. But then I also did just mute like the background audio, so it's just gonna be me talking over my PlayStation 5 menu. But yeah, um, so my favorite games of 2023, that's what this is about. So usually I prefer to do like a top 5 games of the year. And then like one of them will just be like my favorite game of that year. Some years I have less games because I just haven't played that many, or just haven't, enjoyed enough to like give them that honor. But basically, like favorite game of the year to me is just like it's my top, you know, personal recommendation of like you should play this, even if you're not a fan of the genre. It might hook you and lure you in checking out something that you don't usually play, or just like something that I really really liked during that year. Uh, but yeah, let me let me get started here. Actually, hold up. Let me unmute my console because I can actually. There's not going to be much audio going on in the background. All right, so I guess hold up. Actually, it's right here. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, dude. So I would say, okay, I'm not gonna like sit here and like gush about this game for like 30 minutes. But this was easily my game of the year last year. My favorite game last year. Just the where to begin? Like narratively, story wise, it's really good. There's a lot of permutations in your choices. I would say like the only like downside is like after you've played it enough times, you like if you like go through the same scenario multiple times, right? You kind of just like do this. Like, well, yeah, that's kind of what I find myself doing sometimes. I'll just like do the same thing over and over. But then like when you do something different, it's kind of cool to see how it like changes things. But yeah, man, because it's like you can make your own custom player character. You can make an origin character, and then it's like because I've been playing I was playing Karlach's origin character lately. I haven't got that far. I just wanted to play up until you meet Will in the Druid camp to see like the interactions and how they're different. That's pretty cool because you meet him like way earlier than you would. I mean, depending on like how things play out, right? If you like after you've like ran through the game, like you know where stuff's at. It's like it's kind of cool to just like hit certain spots differently as well and see like how things like change based on what. It just seems like a very like living organism game. It's kind of weird to say that, but just like there's so many things you can like do to like see how does the game change this way or that way or how's it different this way. Like the Dark Urge playthrough, man. Like I highly recommend everybody check that out at least once. Cause that was so cool. Just because I'm trying to think how to say this without spoiling it. It's like a good follow up to like the first 2 games because it ties in. I would say even more so. But then it's like it's like a game where it's like it's very much it seems like it's going one way, but it like you can play it, or it's very unique in my opinion because it seems like it's like meant to be a chaotic evil scenario, but you can play it like from the good side because I did that. So, but yeah, man. Like, I'm sure you all know about Baldur's Gate 3. It's like I'm not gonna sit here and like talk to like 5 to 10 minutes or however long. But a game we all know and love. If you haven't played it, check it out. Larry, you're on the list now. Everybody knows your name. We even got co-op. I played some with Blue Blarp. And yeah, but yeah, just the build crafting as well. Just the multi-classing, what you can do. I'm kind of bummed out that they didn't add any like expansions or DLCs or like raise the level cap or give like any one shots and like just let you go in with like level 20. But that's fine. It's like I would rather them do that. Like after patch 7 that's it, versus like, you know, just milk it after it was so successful, and they're like, oh, we're going off and, you know, do a ton of DLCs and expansions and just run into the ground, Activision style. So, you know, props to them for that. But yeah, Baldur's Gate F3, man. Really, really good game. I really enjoyed it. I'm sure there's like some chatting with Tickens you can go back and see where I've talked about what I've been playing, and I'm just gushing all over it. But just the quick and fast is that, you know, if you're into high fantasy, dark fantasy for sure, conversation-based stuff like, you know, from that you would get from like a Bioware or something, also with choices and consequences like Telltale style, or just really deep RPG um, elements and mechanics. Because dude, it's based off D&D. They did a really good job of incorporating all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff too, like all the dice rolls, dice checks. I effing love that. And like the characters, man, the cast. It's also like that. If you're into like, you know, whatever your favorite Bioware game is, and like your companions therein, it's like this is another one of those where it's like, dude, effing Karlach, Shadowheart, Starion, Lizelle, Gale, Will, you know, it's like they grow on you, and it's like you know, over time as you're traveling with your companions, and it's like you get to know them. It's like, man, what an awesome group of characters. I can't wait to play this game, and when you get to the end, you're like, I don't want the adventure to end. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Let's see. Next up would be yeah, I'm just going through because I don't have this where I just started to. If I booted up all the games, I could just load them from the like straight from the menu. But I'm just gonna like search through here. All right, so Sea of Stars. This game. This game. Man. Okay, so it's like a throwback, turn-based. I absolutely loved it. You've got a dual protagonist thing going on, but you don't like actually. Oh, I guess I'll just play in the background. That works too. Man, I should do that for Baldur's Gate. Anyway, like you got a dual protagonist thing going on. It's turn-based JRPG or turn-based RPG. You know, some basic mechanics, but you know the way the game is, it just like uses that throughout the campaign, and it's quite good. Like if you really like, you know, Chrono Trigger stuff. I'm trying to think like I said turn-based RPG, right? But like, you know, it's really up there, man. It's like it does a really good job as far as just like emulating that style, and visually it looks fantastic. Like I played it in 4K, and like the way that the screen is just like perfectly cropped. it's just perfectly cropped. It goes all the way to the bezel, and it just fills it with like amazing pixel art. And the story and campaign are good. I enjoyed the characters as well. The party that you get, you know, just all the mechanics. So like crafting, well, there's not really like, or like yeah, just you get some neat stuff with like your two characters, because they're I can't even remember what it's called, solstice warriors. You can kind of control the time of day at certain parts, and it changes things, and it's like used to like do mechanics to get through dungeons and whatnot. But yeah, dude, it's just like a super awesome like throwback to like PS1 era or Super Nintendo era turn-based RPGs. The soundtrack's really good. There's a lot of really good like chiptune, just like bangers. Just like, oh, it sounds good, but it's like the old style. Like yeah, like everything's in the old style. When I say old style, I mean like, you know, I would say it's more like a Super Nintendo throwback versus PS1, because like with the exception of a few cutscenes, it's just like it just felt that way. It's hard to like describe it, but like 16-bit, it just like has that feel, or just it just like nails that look too. Because like games from that time, like PS1 games don't look like this. This is like a Super Nintendo looking game, but like it looks that way and it plays that way. or I guess I should say it doesn't play that way. It has like modern design sensibilities. Like you could just go attack, 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 but then like as this thing shows, like you've got like certain enemies that have like you have to chip out their defenses and you do more damage, or just even the mechanics on your specific skills and abilities. You can like there's ways to do more damage, and like the loop with that, it's really good. But yeah, Sea of Stars, quite enjoyed it. Supposedly there's like I mean not supposedly there's a free DLC coming for it, so I'm happy about that. So you just go through the gallery here, look at these sweet screenshots, because visually, like if you're into that style, it does look really good chip art, really good pixel art. It plays really well. There's some really some really epic full screen bosses, epic battles. Music's great, the story's great, the characters great. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think I started New Game Plus, but I didn't actually finish it. So, but there's DLC coming out for it, so it'll be back on the channel eventually. I forgot something to mention about Baldur 3, but I'll come back to it. All right, next game. For my favorite games of 2023. Alright, so Theatrhythm, final bar line. So it's basically like a music game, and it's all Final Fantasy music, but then there is DLC that you get to play other stuff. So there's some DLC packs that added like the Nier Automata stuff. There's some Saga games. Anywho, but basically, you're going through stages, and it's like a button press music rhythm game. But then it's not just button presses; it's also, like the up and down arrow thingy. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the analog stick, right? It's been a while since I played, but I don't think it's just D-pad. Right? It's just like it's button presses and analog stick, and like some are like hold, some are tap. Some are like this one right here on the field music ones. You have to like kind of guide the line through. So it's more. There's more stuff on top of it, that they've added to like the gameplay mechanics than just like having it be like push the button to the rhythm. And then also like when you're playing through certain areas, they like open into you're kind of like going through dungeons from like stages that are inspired from the series. So basically, it's really cool because it's just like all the Final Fantasy games have like a thing that you go through, and it's like music from all the games. And there's so many, and there's so much music, and it's just like man, it's just full of stuff. And then like when you're like playing through, you get to choose a party, and they have like neat like mechanics and RPG elements that they put into the game where you can like level up characters. Because then like you can kill more monsters as you're doing songs, and there's like a whole like thing to like unlock stuff. There's a bunch of unlockables. But yeah, man, if you're just like a fan of the Nobuo Uematsu bangers of the past, there's some Suiken stuff too in here for 14. Or like the other games that didn't have those two as composer, like 13 and some other ones. That's in here too. It's like, if you've got a favorite jam from those, it's probably in here. But yeah, it's really fun time. Celebration of the series, fan service, awesome music with good gameplay. Like sometimes I just want to jump in and play the Shadowbringers thing because it's awesome. Man, I can go into this game and I can actually play it in a game setting where I can just actually it's interactive. It's not just listening to the song. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing is like the One Wing Angel. There's two different versions of One Wing Angel on here, and like one of them is like quite long, and it's just like, oh, my hand's getting tired. Okay, it's not like that bad, but it's pretty intense. The higher difficulties are pretty intense. I haven't even messed with them. But yeah, it's a fun time. some like this one where it's like it has the overlay of like a video scene, or not a video scene. I'm sorry, like a cutscene from the game, or cutscenes on top, or I guess under. Well, I said overlay, but it's actually like, you know, the highway track of the track. I'm sorry, the highway tracks of the music is laid over the game. You play through that. I have a playthrough of it on the channel, and I see if I was good at YouTube, I would put like a little thingy where it clicks the thingy at the top, where the thingy where it clicks the thingy. One of those things where it's like, you know, go to here to click the thing, and then you go to the video in question or whatever. I would probably just like mute this and then jump into the game, because there's a lot of like, I get a lot of content ID nonsense with this game. That's why I don't play lately a lot on the channel. But yeah, anyway, I quite thoroughly enjoyed it. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy and the music, and even if you're not, I'd say it's worth checking out, because it does have different mechanics. And like I said, you might get roped into it and be like, man, what is this Spirit of the Wind or whatever the Final Fantasy 3 theme is? Like, go play Final Fantasy 3. I mean 3, not 6. And you'll play 3 and be like, oh, job system, and just then you're hooked. One of us, and you play through a bunch of the other ones. I mean, not that they all have the job system, but that's one of my favorite mechanics of Final Fantasy. Not to get too off the rails here. But yeah, that was next up on the list as far as my favorite game of 2023 last year. I should say now, I should have said this at the beginning, but like I'm trying to get this out now before October. That way I at least got it out before the fourth quarter officially started. Because it's like, man, sometimes I've been super late with these. I'm gonna really try this year to get it done in like, if not December, January. But it's just like I really am annoyed whenever I do one of these and it's like not out. But the problem was like this year, 2023, there's a ton of games. 2023 is like one of the best game years ever for game releases. And there's still stuff I haven't finished that I started or I played that I didn't finish, and I'm like, that's the other thing is like I wanted to do my due diligence and like have played like enough stuff to be like, oh man, because like I didn't finish Telltale's Expanse game, and I really like Telltale, so I was like, ooh, I feel bad now, but I might have like accidentally snubbed them, but it's whatever. Like I just, yeah, that's the other thing. And I think this was like one of the last years I was playing Destiny 2. Well, no, never mind. It wasn't. This was like one of the last years. I say that, and I'm still like, I'm not actively playing it. I just jump in every now and then. Anyway, sometimes it's like, yeah, it's like live service kind of kills it when I'm trying to play stuff, and then it's like, oh, this is a thing I'm playing all the time that is taking away all the time from other games I could be playing. Alright, so next up on the list we got Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak. And yeah, I don't really know what to say besides it's more Monster Hunter. It was a fun... Okay, actually, it's more than that. The problem is I have issues, like, I don't remember, like, between Rise and Sunbreak, because there's an expansion. Sunbreak's the expansion, Rise is the base game. I'll just talk about Sunbreak, because it's basically like the Iceborne of Rise, because it adds a bunch of stuff. And also in Rise it has like an annoying mode where it's like you basically have to defend the village from monsters. I didn't really enjoy that aspect of it. I forgot what it's called already. Whereas Sunbreak is just, yeah, it's they did a cool thing where like they added like AI companions. I'm sorry, not companions, but like AI assist characters. They're bringing it back for Wilds, which I thought was cool because I was like, oh man, I don't have to have Plus. I can just I can unsubscribe again. I can cancel my subscription again. But yeah, dude, the monster shown here, the effing I think that's a Malzeno variant, but yeah, it's got a really good scenario campaign that starts in Rise and goes to Sunbreak, and like you're following these characters, hunting these monsters that are attacking their village, and it goes through this whole thing, and it's really, I mean, aesthetically though, they did a really cool thing with like the village. It's like a ninja monster hunting tribe, quite awesome, and it's like, yeah, all the designs like just visually look really cool. And you get a pollen mood, which is usually get palicos, which are like your cat companions, but this time you get a palico and a palamute, and it's like what? And it's like, dude, and they can help you on your hunts as well. It's got the same thing, you know. It's like the last iteration. You know, you got like 14 different or however many different types of ways to hunt a monster with a different is it weapon? Thank you that you choose. I'm like, what's it called? You know, and then like as you hunt the monsters, you get like, you know, different materials. You can build the armor, and then craft more stuff to upgrade the armor, and then like build the armor like whichever pluses, not pluses, minuses. That's a weird way to say that. Different skills and whatnot, and abilities, or just like, you know, elemental properties. So you know, fire, ice, electric. I'm blanking. I'm sorry, but yeah, there's also status stuff like stuns, poison, yada yada yada. But yeah, it's really good. I guess it's just like, let's play over the top. Until my internet's like, haha, you're funny. It's not gonna. But yeah, they also had some mechanics where like the wire bug, right? And you can you know, after enough whittling down, you can, you know, you should probably just jump. Never mind. It's like you should probably like maybe not let this play in the background if it gets like continuity because it's the same video from like whatever trailer. But yeah, like the wire bug thing, like after you whittle them down enough, you can like ride on them, and then you know, use like or mount them rather for a limited amount of time, and like either attack other monsters or run them into a wall. It's a good time. But yeah, you know, if you're into Monster Hunter, more Monster Hunter. If you're not, you know what? It's like I feel like any of them you can really jump into. Like it's not really gonna. they're all very whimsical and not really like too serious on the story. So it's more about the gameplay, which was pretty good here. Especially with like the added, like I said, the teaming up with the AI companions and the, you know, on hunts. That was really cool. I was like, oh, that was a nice, cool thing that they added, and yeah, a bunch of monsters. Some are really wild in their designs, or just abilities. You got, you know, yeah, some returning elder dragons. Oh yeah, dude, the whole, I can't remember the name now, but yeah, serpent dragon types. That was pretty interesting in this one that they had. But yeah, if you're Monster Hunter, dude, it's more of a Monster Hunter, and I play a lot of Monster Hunter on the channel, so it's like, yeah, it's like really shocker. I know, Rice is one of the ones. All right, and then lastly, we've got I talked about this game first last year because I had confused it as coming out that year because I was talking about the expansion and not the base game because it had been so long between between getting to like play the game or having recently played it but then like doing the game of the year video because it took me so flipping long. Our favorite games of the year. But yeah, this one is going to be. Oh, is it on here? I don't think Burning Shores Standalone is on here, but it's basically for Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores, the DLC. So I haven't played this in forever, but all the things I said about it, you know, it still applies as far as like the open world's amazing. The Ashley Birch's performance, quite good. You get to go somewhere cool like West Coast, and it's Burning Shores. There's a screenshot of it, like right, it's like on the box art, I believe it's got the Hollywood sign, so you know you're going to LA. And then stuff goes down. You get more insight into the whole oligarch immortal faction. And then one went down there. So yeah, there's some good lore drops. from that. I can't remember the tribe. There's a specific tribe that like they weren't as worse off as the other ones as far as well, I guess that's not true. That's not or not that they weren't worse off, but the way that they like worship or not worship that they know of the old world. You know, they are more I can't remember. They seem to revere, I guess, like the old ones more than the other tribes. But like the certain ones that they revere, right? It's a whole thing. But yeah, man, it's effing Horizon, so you know, just more robot dinosaurs, more sneaky, unless you don't want to play stealthy, shooting things with your bow and arrow. Gosh, it's been so. Oh, I will say the final boss of the Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores DLC. Mwah, chef's kiss. Like I can't. I I'm really annoyed because I don't have a save file. I can just like boot it back up and play it. But when I get my PS5 Pro, I will definitely replay the DLC because that final boss in the DLC is like just like an epic, massive like screen filling boss. And that fight is quite cool. And it just feels like a throwback to PS2 of just like you're playing something and you're like I've never seen something like this before, and it just looks amazing. And it's just it looks amazing and like visually it's quite amazing as well. Oh yeah, that's right. I believe the expansion was PS5 only. But yeah, I really like Horizon. So another obvious choice is obvious, right? It's my favorite first-party game of PS4 era, or just first my favorite new IP of PS4 era at least. I don't know, probably both, right? Like I'm always saying, it's between this and Witcher 3 for me. I like that gen. I like which one's better. Monster Hunter Iceborne's up there too. So it was good. It was a good year for me last year, man. I mean, it's a good year for everybody. It's like amazing games across the board. But got like the New Horizon expansion, Baldur's Gate F, dude, Baldur's Gate 3. I'll load it up real quick. Let me find my mute on my thing. I'll load this up real quick. I just want to show something. But yeah, back to Baldur's Gate 3 real quick before I don't need to gush over Horizon because it's whatever. But okay, I just muted my Elgato, so I should be good. Okay, this might be another like if you just want to like know what I picked as my like favorite games, this could be like I don't know how long this is going to go because I'm just like going to jump into games here for like a minute. But like one of the other cool things about Baldur's Gate 3 was honor mode. And like this game is quite long. At least for me personally. I can't like sometimes I gotta do all the side quests. Like I can like not do that on sequential playthroughs. But like dude, the quest rewards on this one, like you kinda need the gear. So it's like every time I played this game I think I had like over 100 hours. So I played through 3 times. 'Cause I did my first playthrough, second playthrough on tactical, which was at the time highest difficulty. As I was doing my second playthrough on tactical, honor mode came out. Playthrough on honor mode, that took effing I don't know how long. But yeah, like I was saying, Karlach. But yeah, dude, it should be in here actually. So this is another one I started. I think. Oh yeah. See, there's a trophy slash achievement for like if you switch classes every time you level up. That's what this one is. But I barely played that one. All right, so this one is my honor mode. That's 240 hours. This is multiplayer. I don't know why it says Astarion, whatever. This is second playthrough. Masked at the Gates. 200 hours. And then I did a Lizelle one because I wanted to see the part where like you get that other companion if you pick Lizelle. But I haven't finished the playthrough to see like if they're actually like a legit character that's like, as if they're as like prominent as the other ones, if they get like a full like script and stuff. So, and then this is first playthrough. So that's 176. Gosh, 176,000 That's 382, 5, wait, 60, 600, 600, like 20, yeah, or 520 something hours, whatever. But like, yeah, dude, I spent a lot of time playing this game. And like, it was taking me so long to play through this game every time that I was like, dude, after honor mode, I gotta take a break. And like, that's the only reason I was able to like start 2024 games, because like, it was taking me months at a time to finish, like, play this game, because it takes like so long to like play it for me, because I do all the side quests and I love it. It's just such a fun effing game. But it's like, yeah, dude, I can't just like go through and like not. But in honor mode, what's cool about that is like you only get the one save file. And I did finish my honor mode run. Thank you very much. I got through it. It's on the channel. If you want to check it out. If I was a better YouTuber, I'd be able to put a link here. Um, but yeah, man, effing so good. Uh, but yeah, honor mode. The game takes a long time to play through, so it's like there's a lot there. Um, but like I had to stop playing because it was basically I was not able to get through a bunch of games because of effing because it was taking me like 200 hours at a time. And it's like, man, gosh, 778 hours. Uh, but yeah, it's like every time I play, it takes a couple hundred hours, and it's like, dude, like if I keep doing this, I'm not gonna be able to play other games. So it's like, you could just get Baldur's Gate 3 and you're good for like a while. Um, Such a good game, such a effing good game. And then let's see. Oh, I guess I'll show Theatrhythm real quick. Sea of Stars is like for me a known quantity because like when I loaded it up and the thing it even said like Game of the Year from the PlayStation blog editor or whatever PlayStation editor pick for indie game. So I'm not gonna worry about it with the year. Um, and I feel like Mushroom is a very known quantity at this point because it's gotten popular. And then Horizon's the first party PlayStation games that's getting a remaster for the previous one. So I just want to share this real quick. And I'm done. But yeah, dude. 2023 was like an amazing year. Oh wait, I'll show one more thing. No, I won't. I won't. Because then it's like I'll feel like I have to explain why I snubbed certain games. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it positive here. But yeah, those are my picks for my favorite games of the year, top 5. Baldur's Gate 3, Sea of Stars, Theatrhythm. Some people say Theatrhythm. I'm not sure if that's right. I don't know which one is. I don't have like a Square Enix PR contact to ask. How do you pronounce this game? Monster Rise Sunbreak, and Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. So, what were your games of the year, or your favorite games, or, if you got just one or not 5, whatever. Oh, apparently it's his name's birthday. That's another cool thing, is like you'll log in and they'll be like, oh, today is such and such characters, whatever. And it's like, okay. Or there's special days and you get stuff. Um, okay, but like, yeah. Also, you can have 2 clouds. Like, what are the game? Can you have 2 clouds? And like I said, you like level up, you get abilities. Like you get to choose like your airship. Um, Summons in here, your conductor, you can customize. But yeah, I just wanted to show the oh, I should probably not do that. Maybe I'll show it for like a second because I don't know if it'll like tag or like ding me on the copyright video since it's an overlay of a video. Um, Gosh, I haven't played this in forever. Would that be serious? Oh yeah, like I said, there's also DLC, so not just Final Fantasy. They had some Saga stuff. I think there's some Nier Automata somewhere in here. Dude, there's a lot of Saga here. Secret of Mana, Trials, Live Alive, or Live Alive, Live Alive, Live Alive. I don't know how it's pronounced. That game came out, I think, in that last year, and I just didn't get through all the stages. Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, Xenogears, World Ends With You. Where is... Alright, whatever. Is that it? It's not it. dungeon stuff, or whatever that is. Well, there's near. Yeah, near Automata is the one I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. So they have amusement park, beautiful song, mill shop, dependent weakling, way to the world. Okay, so there you go. Because like I know there's some near Automata stuff in here. Hold on. Is there a way to like? I haven't played this in too long. I'm trying to find the thing. There's a thing where it's like, I think this one works. Oh, there we go. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, here we go. So like the ones with the little thingy, the musical frame. But like, yeah, dude. Uh, you've got like stuff like this where it's like, you've got like the battle stages, then you've got like the field stages, but then you've got cool stuff like this where it's like kind of bonusy because it like unlocks after a minute, where it's like puts the highway track on top of a video, and then you're playing like that, and it's like yeah. So it's just wanted to share that real quick. I think that's everything, man. But yeah, like I was saying, Theatrhythm, Motion Rise, Sunbreak, Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores, Sea of Stars, Baldur's Gate 3. My favorite games of last year. That's what I wanted to see. There we go. I was like, there's something I wanted to hover over Baldur's Gate while I was talking, and that was just like one of the videos in the thing. Since did I do that for the other stuff too? I think I. Oh wait, yeah. I did. Just the rhythm didn't have one, right? That's what it was. Oh yeah, neither did Burning Shores. But yeah, I haven't Baldur's Gate 3. Uh, I mean, this game blew up, so I feel like there's no need to really like go on and gush about it like I usually do. But like, I was also gushing about it when I was playing through it. So, but it is that effing good. It's like the Han Solo meme, man. It's true, all of it. I mean, yeah, I really wish there was like more like DLC or an expansion, but it's whatever, man. I mean, supposedly in like the patch 7, they added mod support, but then they also added like console functionality for it, but it's just not out yet. So I guess people can keep adding on, and then like we can just keep playing, and that's awesome. Cause I was like, dude, like I really wanted a level 20 cap. Like if you've not played D&D, that's another thing is like if you play D&D, you're gonna really like love this game because it does like it's. I'll just say it's like the best adaptation of like the board game rules into a video game, and it just like leans into it so hard, which is just why it's so effing good, dude. It's like you get like just all the dice checks and just all the like the the, the multi-build stuff and all the way that like your background and like your character stuff like goes together when you're talking in dialogue or anything, and it's just like because you can like respond, like say I'm like a monk that's a human, or just monk, whatever, because that's my main. Is like if I have like a dialogue choice, it'll give me like a choice from being a monk or from being a whatever my race is, or sometimes what even your sub races or like what your religion is. It's just like it'll give you a bunch of choices based on like whatever your character sheet is or how your character's built, and it's just like, dude, effing just so effing good. But yeah, I've not platinum this, but I've gotten 75% of the trophies. I guess I could go back and do that too with the 778 hours I've put into it. Dude, I just thought about like I don't think there's a lot of single player games I put into like this much time into. That's another thing. So it's gonna be up there when when the dust settles for sure. Since I could do multiple more playthroughs, and each one takes me $200 because I can't not do side quests. But yeah, that is it for this video. Um, okay, so I ended up going 40 minutes. I'm sorry. I was hoping this would be shorter because I wasn't on camera and like I was like maybe that's why it takes me so long. Anywho, I'm just gonna wrap it up here, as not to start rambling and like scrolling through all the games in my menu and talking about them. So like I said, that's. I'm sorry to repeat myself as well. I just want to like say it one more time before I sign off. But my top game of all my games I played that year. That my favorite of my favorites, Baldur's Gate 3. And then we've got Sea of Stars, Theatrhythm, or Theatrhythm, however it's pronounced. Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, and Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. So, what were your favorite games of last year? Your one favorite game of last year? Or games that you wanted to finish from last year that you still haven't? Because I got those. That's probably what I wanted to get to. It's like effing. Man, so many effing games. Like, dude, I would start just like getting angry about, there's like so many videos that get recommended to me that are like, oh, there's a crash coming, gaming is doomed, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I gotta, I really want to like make a counterpoint video of like, all those videos of like, okay, but I just don't have time to like argue with people that I will never meet on the internet. Like, what's the point? But but yeah, man, Live a Live. That was really good. It's in here somewhere. I wish I could sort this by effing. New to old, right? So Live a Live's in here somewhere. I haven't got through, but I got through a lot of it. What else? Wait, hold up. Let me get to like 2023 releases. Cause man, 2024 has been pretty good too. I will say. Like, like as far as quantity, I feel like quantity is matched in this year. Quality, I haven't played anything I feel like that's like as good as Baldur's Gate 3, but Baldur's Gate 3 is like such a like once in a generation. Man, it's like 3 years of early access. Let's not forget 3 years of early access, and like how much that probably helped that game. And it's like maybe hopefully everybody else can take some notes. Like, but yeah. All right, whatever. Live a Live, and then like there's some other stuff. Yeah, Everspace 2. I haven't played that. Redemption Reapers, Lost Eidolons. There's like a lot of really strong games. Miasma Chronicles last year I just didn't get around to, man. Baldur's Gate 3. I played it 200 hours at a time, and it was like taking all the time. I think Chained Echoes was last year. Uh, yeah. Live a Live is not on here, even though I keep saying it. It's like that was the game I played. I just didn't finish it, all of it. And Expanse, I really liked it too, but it's really good. It's like bite-sized scenarios, JRPG style, turn-based. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm doing the video because I'm like it's getting into like bloat territory of like it's going on too long and I'm talking about stuff that doesn't matter. That is not the thing. Did I unmute this? No, I didn't. Okay, good. I was about to say I hope that anyway, that's it for this video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And like I said, what were your thoughts on the games from 2023, or what are some of your favorite games from 2023? Are you still playing some like I am, like Baldur's Gate 3? I'm still playing that. Or Theatrhythm, I like to just jump into this every now and then and just run through some songs. Also, Theatrhythm, dude, I feel like I need to end this video. I'm sorry. I just feel like a lot more publishers or like whoever could like be doing this type of game. Yeah, like PlayStation, that's like a free gift there. 30th anniversary. You could put out some sort of like 30th anniversary rhythm game. I mean, there's a lot of Parappa and Astrobot. Have got a remaster. Jammerlami or a remake. So instead of doing that, you could just do like a whole 30th anniversary thing with all your games, and just even third-party partners. You're welcome for that gift. And like it doesn't have to be the rhythm, but it could be a rhythm game, and I'm sure everybody would like it with all your sweet musical bangers from all the games. Anywho, I'm going to end the video now. I'm sorry if I rambled on. Okay, I did ramble on. Sorry for rambling on. Sorry for making the video longer than it probably needed to be. Like I said, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And until you see or hear from me again, I hope my mic was like adjusted properly and not super duper when I'm breathing, you know, really picking up loudly. I'm sorry, I can't afford like a super expensive mic with a pop filter. But yeah, until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.